I just want to start this video off by saying that I'm not a JRE hater. I actually used to be a huge fan. Like, once upon a time, Joe Rogan was like that cool uncle that smoked pot and talked about jujitsu, and you'd listen to him, but you listened to him because he had curiosity without allegiance. He didn't seem biased, he seemed honest. You could trust him because, he'd bring on scientists, doctors, experts. He didn't just say, trust me, especially in a post Obama world where, everyone saw the political climate kind of tilt towards a more rigid environment. So Joe Rogan was like a beacon of hope in this, in this weird time. But he just doesn't represent that anymore. At some point, it was very subtle, but Joe Rogan did pick a side, and you can see it in his selective skepticism. You think about how he approaches the wrongs Trump has done, and he'll categorize it as, oh, it was bad, but at least he's funny. But then you'll see him just bash the CDC or Fauci or, liberal media pundits and stuff like that. It's just, to me, it's disingenuous. And I'm not saying that Joe Rogan doesn't criticize Trump. I know he's done. I've seen it, but it's so obviously lighter. It's very calculated what he's doing because he knows that a huge part of his fan base is right-leaning. And so he doesn't want to piss off the people that made him famous and made him money. But I just can't respect that, especially in a political climate that's becoming so radicalized. Trump has radicalized a huge population of the country. After the 2016 election, when the whole culture shifted, you had the likes of Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro. Their whole shtick was attacking the left for being this tyrannical group of people that are trying to infringe on our rights. Yet, when Trump has shown that he does the same thing, these same people have been silent. Joe Rogan built his whole career on being a skeptic, on pushing back on where power comes from. Yet it's so obvious that he's playing this chess game when it comes to Trump. But when Trump engages in these sort of behaviors, like delegitimizing institutions or attacking journalists or threatening with retaliation, all of a sudden the urgency disappears. And that's where the hypocrisy shows. If the concentration of power is an issue, then it doesn't just change because it's being done by someone you sympathize with. And the sad part isn't that he changed his politics. I mean, people can change. Plus, I personally think he knows better. It's just that he knows his audience. He's brand aware. So he has to deliberately be intellectually dishonest. I didn't stop listening to Joe Rogan because I became woke. It's because I stayed skeptical. And skepticism that only punches in one direction is alignment, is subtle, quiet endorsement. And that's what Joe Rogan is doing. Without saying anything, he chose a side. When people of his reach constantly soften their criticism of Trump, it doesn't just stay theoretical. It shapes what people excuse. Right now, Trump is expanding enforcement through ICE. There is a numbness to the state of power. We have completely eroded due process. Trump is currently trying to wage wars on Iran, make regime change in Venezuela, while actively getting supported by slogans that say, no new wars. When you stop being skeptical of who's in power, you're tacitly supporting abuse. And that's when your influence becomes dangerous. And that's why I can't listen to or support Joe Rogan. But that's my 2 cents. Salam.